Morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Tips. Here to help you win one of these. Yeah, so last night was crazy. We'll start off with that. So, Rod, you gotta feel like David after he beat Goliath because you just did. And Mo, I'm sorry. Whoever that quarterback is the Saints drafted, and we're using all of them plays near the goal line, just trolling you. And Mark Ingram being back. I really think what they did was they're just giving Alvin Kamara a rest game because he deserved it. Just came at the expense of you, and you got a loss. But it's okay, Mo. It's okay that you're no longer undefeated. That's fine. I mean, the rest of us are happy. We're gleeful that the fantasy juggernaut you've built can be knocked down. So, yeah, we're pretty excited. You're not, but that's okay because it's 11 against 1. But if you follow my fantasy tips, maybe you won't lose again. So, let's get to it. Let's get to tip number 1. Okay. If you're 2-3, if you're 1-4, even if you're 0-5, Sam, it's not over yet. You can still technically make the playoffs. You can go on a run. Work the waiver wire. And this is a great week to do it. So my tip is right now, at this point of the season, put your bids in. Make moves. At this point, you're 2-3, you're 1-4, you're 0-5, and you got players that haven't performed yet. Cut them. Get rid of them. They're no good. Devontae Parker, why is he not on waivers? His own team doesn't want him. They're trying to trade him. So yeah, get rid of the scraps on your team. That's tip number 1. All right, fantasy tips number 2, we're going to do waivers. That's right. We're going to go ahead and get our money ready because we're about to make it rain on some fancy gravy. So, I'm pretty excited. I like doing waivers. Number 1 waiver is Corey Clement. Because Jay Ajayi has a loose knee. By loose knee, I mean he tore his ACL. He's done for the year. I guess it happened Sunday during the game. They just didn't say anything. So, they really caught Adam and the rest of the league by surprise. So, while Adam's over there wallowing in sadness and just horrible news. The rest of the league works the waiver wire. I'm pretty sure maxed out all their bids. I know I did, my whopping 5. So I know I'm not going to get Corey Clement. So there's your fancy tip. You want Corey Clement, put more than 6 in. You might have a chance. Or 1 more than whatever Adam has. But yeah, Corey Clement's the guy to get. The other Eagles running back, Wendell Smallwood, you go after, but he's not going to put up the points Clement did. Clement carried if you saw Clement last year, toward the end of last year and in the Super Bowl, and he's been out for a while with a quadricep injury. That's why you haven't seen him the past couple of games. But he was actually active and ready to go, but he's only there in an emergency role. They're just trying to keep him a little bit more healthier. He's going to start Thursday night against the Giants. So, yeah, I would go get me some Corey Clement. Now, if you can't get Corey Clement, don't worry about it. There's some other people out there. If you're new wide receiver, Robbie Anderson, who doesn't have a history of going off on stretches of just willing teams to the playoffs. I think he did that for a team last year. Wasn't mine, which it was. But he had 3 catches for 123 yards and 2 touchdowns against Denver. Pretty good. And then Traquan Smith, the rookie for New Orleans, and really his first official start, went crazy. He caught a touchdown pass from Drew Brees that helped Drew Brees pass Peyton Manning for the all-time passing leader in NFL history. Problem was that was also his first touchdown ball, so he ain't getting that. He can go visit in Canton. But he got a second touchdown ball, so he'll probably get to keep that one. And then, on top of that, we have Marquez Scantling. He's a Green Bay wide receiver. He came in because they were so hurt. Geronimo Allison and Randall Cobb out. He had 10 targets, got 2 touchdowns. So if those guys continue to be out, he's worth a pickup. If I was a Devontae Adams owner or Geronimo Allison owner, I'd pick him up. If I was Randall Cobb owner, I'd probably drop Randall Cobb for this guy. Randall Cobb's been trash. So, yeah, those are some wide receivers you can go after. David Moore, 40 yards, 2 touchdowns. You really can't rely on that. I really wouldn't rely on David Moore. Kiki Kute's out there. He's also a decent pickup you could go after. You probably get him cheaper than the other people. He's only good with Will Fuller hurt and not playing, I believe. That's the trend so far. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the next matchup. We'll see if he gets more targets. And then on top of that, we have LeGarrette Blount, the Vulture, the bane of my existence. LeGarrette Blount, retire. He won't do it. He doesn't like me. He hates Kerryon Johnson. Him and Matt Patricia got a thing going on. I don't understand it. That's what LeGarrette Blount does to your life. He just makes it fall apart. That's LeGarrette Blount. But you can have him. He's on bye week next week, but you can always get him. And, hey, you might get a few touchdowns out of it because he will fall forward. He will vulture me. I will be starting Kerryon Johnson, and he will be vulturing touchdowns. So if you want free 6 points, go pick up LeGarrette Blount. And then I will send you a text message saying, I hate LeGarrette Blount. But there's also Nyheim Hines. He's a good addition you can go after. He's going to get you a base of 8 to 10 points. That's his floor. If he gets a touchdown, he can get closer to 20. He's not a bad flex play. But so yeah, those are the guys I would go after in waivers. Also, for the Arizona fan and Adam, Christian Kirk looked really, really good. 85 yards receiving on 3 targets and a touchdown. So that's also a really, really good ad. I would probably take Christian Kirk over Kiki Kute because I think Kirk's the number 1 wide receiver now in Arizona. And Josh Rosen seems to like him. So if Josh Rosen likes him, you should like him because that's going to be the guy getting the fancy points. So those are your waivers. Go put your bids in, max them out, make it rain. All right, fancy tip number 3. We're going to talk about trades. How to do a trade. Because some people have been doing trade offers back and forth, and they get upset. I'm guilty. I've done it in the past. But it's okay. I'm here to simplify the process. Take the emotion out of it. This is what you need to do. You find a team with a player that you want, that you desire, you can't stop thinking about. You wake up in the middle of the night because you had a dream of him scoring touchdowns for your team. Or you're facing later in the year and you have a nightmare of him scoring touchdowns against your team. And you go, I got to get that man. Well, what you do is you find that team. You find the owner of that team. You just send him a text message saying, I would like to make an official offer for this player. Here are the players I want to trade for your player. Boom. Simple. Because you don't have to worry about that player being on the trade block. Every player's on the trade block. Every player has a price. You may not have the ammo to get it, but somebody does. So this is what you need to do. After you make the offer, and you're the other team, you've received this offer. You don't like the offer you received. You think he's worth more than that. You counter. You just say, hey, no, I want these players. Or you look at it and say you don't see a counter that's possible. You don't see players that you would take for your player, and you just say, no, thank you. I cannot make that trade. That's it. It's simple. Do not go out of team and say, hey, what position are you looking for? Hey, what is doing this? Because you're trying to lowball. We all know the game. We've done it long enough. We've been in this league for too many years. It's getting close to a decade. We know each other's shenanigans. We know each other's tactics. It's just so let's just simplify it. Find a team you want a player on. Make an offer for that player. If the other team makes a counter, you can recounter, or you can take that play, or you can take that offer. Or for your other team, you can just say, nope, I don't see any players possible that we can package together to make this deal happen. And that's it. That's all you got to do. If you need time to think about it, that's cool. We're all busy. We're all at work. We're doing stuff. We got family. We got stuff that we got to do. We're adults. We're grown-ups. Sometimes. So yeah, take a little bit to wait. That's okay. But don't make it more than like 8 hours. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. Like, I gotta go home. I gotta research this. What are you doing? Are you calling their agents? Are you calling the team trainer? Hey, how's his Achilles been looking? Come on, man. You either like it or you don't. It's just that simple. So that's your final tip. How to do a trade offer properly. Y'all have a good day. If you do good enough, you follow my tips, you might end up with one of these. 2014, never forget. Also, 2018 Fantasy Baseball Champion. Yeah, I'm throwing that out there. It's not even the right sport. I'm proud of it. Maybe I will get me a trophy. Maybe I'll get me another ring. Ooh, if I win this year. Ooh, if I win this year and Dynasty, I have 4 rings at the next draft day. My gosh, y'all won't be able to draft because all the bling be blinding you. But right now, it's got this little bit of bling. Just enough just to annoy you, which is what I'm good for. So, y'all have a good week. Take it easy. Hey, Vince. Do a little baseball talk for you. I won my fantasy baseball championship. Just another reminder about my baseball prowess. So good. I won a championship out of it. Maybe I'll win again next year. We'll see. Yeah, Cardinals aren't in the postseason. Cubs are no longer in the postseason. That makes me happy. Like, I wake up, it can be cloudy outside, and I still see rays of sunshine. Knowing that the Cubs choked. Oh, went from best record of the National League to not even winning their division to being knocked out by the Rockies. Just all because my Cardinals won a game 2-1 on a Saturday. Man, it feels good to be a Cardinal fan.